water your health, drink a glass of water. And as you can see, we out here. Yesterday we planted these 10 trays with several different herbs. Today we're gonna plant these other 3 trays. I didn't like the way the soil felt in these 3, so we wanted it just like this. Yesterday we happened to plant some thyme, oregano, parsley, tarragon, Russian tarragon, sage, chives, crackerjack marigold, organic basil, Italian large leaf, and some rosemary. Actually, we planted one more. I think it was some, I must have dropped one. Lavender. We had some lavender too. Maybe we ran out of that one. Oh no. So yeah, today we're gonna plant 3 more different ones. We're gonna plant the organic lemon balm. We're gonna plant the organic bouquet dill weed. And we're also gonna plant the basil or something like that, or lemon balm. I guess this is the lemon balm. I guess this is the basil lemon. Honestly, I don't know. I just know it's an herb that kind of like repels insects and stuff like that. And that's really what the main purpose. Yesterday I was out here when I was planting all of these. I had to use my beekeeper hat, right? Because the bugs are vicious. They bit. So everywhere was covered. My arms, my pants, I have, but everywhere that wasn't covered, here, bitten. Here, bitten. And it's not even mosquitoes. It's these little black things that don't even, it's like, they don't bite you like mosquitoes, and they get, I don't know, it's a different type of bug. It's weird. And they bloody. If you look at the last video, actually it's not even out yet. It's coming out tomorrow. That video, you see some blood on my forehead, and it's from these black bugs. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck, how that happened. That must have just came from, I don't know. I must have swatted one while I was working. But so I have to wear one of these gloves so they're not biting this hand right here, because my hands look like crap from them bug bites. It's crazy. So what I usually do is I'll plant, well, not usually. Yesterday I started to plant 5 seeds per hole, because 2 seeds per hole, they weren't germinating. And I figured maybe if I put 5 in here, there's no way all of them can be bad. And I just can't be that bad of a gardener. I mean, I've done this before, and I've never had a problem with this. I've direct sowed into the soil, and I've also put in a raised garden bed, and I've never had a problem with my seeds growing. This is the first time, really. I had a good, I didn't have bad progress out here when I did it, but them ants, they really got in there and started eating a lot of those seeds. I think the leaf cutter ants and some other type bugs, and who knows about the birds, they come and eat seeds and all that stuff. So it just wasn't a good thing. I'm gonna try the hugel culture method. Hugel, Hugel, I think Kulture, I believe. Excuse me, I don't know. Hugel culture. You guys can look that up on Google. It's a technique where they use wood or logs at the bottom of the garden bed, and they raise them up as high as you are going to be working. And at the top of those logs, they put in, whatever other organic matter, whether it's wood chips, soil, so on and so forth. And you just plant your seeds. You could bring the garden bed up this high with the logs. And as you guys can see, I got plenty of logs here. I'm not at a shortage of that. So we're just waiting for the dry season to come so we can actually burn all this shit. We got so many burn piles around here all throughout the forest. And y'all probably looking like, why this nigga got all this burn, all these piles around here? It looks like crap. But we can't just burn everything in the rainy season, because it's not going to go. So it has to sit until the dry season come, which is on the verge of being here. As we've seen in the last week or so, it hasn't been much rain, just a few scattered showers and nothing really heavy. So yeah, now I'm having to I had to get a couple, speaking of the dry season, I had to get 5 hoses, 5 different hoses to attach to my thing right here, to lead all the way to the front to water all of the fruit trees. So now that I got the holes in here, I'm gonna do the basil lemon first. We're gonna plant the basil lemon first. These 10 have already been planted, five seeds in each hole, some of them more, just because we don't even want to play with this. Something has to germinate. And I don't want to sit here and think that True Leaf Market has sold me all bad seeds. So we're gonna, these are actually fairly new. These are the ones I bought in November. So these are fairly new seeds here. We're gonna see how they go. Put them in that bowl right there, that little thing. And I usually just kind of like shake them out a little bit and put them in the hole. And I don't pack the hole. I just put the dirt over top the seeds just enough so, you know, they're not like exposed to light. Not that that's a problem or anything, but we just want to cover them up just a little bit, just a little bit. But I want to know why you guys haven't started your own seeds. I did a challenge back when I went to Mexico in July, and I gave away $50 to whoever followed the rules and stuff that I had for the $50 giveaway. And that $50 was really for you to go out and buy some seeds. It was $50 for me to provide to one of my subscribers to go and buy some seeds so you can start growing your own food. We don't have any idea what life is going to be like when the grocery stores are shut down. You guys got lost your snack. I don't want to say you guys. I don't want to say you guys are government impacted by the government. And I'm not saying that you guys get government assistance. And there's nothing wrong with that. Assistance is supposed to be utilized for a short period of time so you can get off of it. But they took that shit away without a problem. COVID came, they took away our freedom, and we couldn't even do much traveling. What makes you think that those folks can't put together a play to stop all movement on the planet? If you don't think this shit is real like that, where they can't orchestrate and put together a play to where they're controlling your movements all day, every day, when you can go to work, what time you can come home, when we bring in your groceries. If you're not opening the door up when we bring your groceries, your shit ain't coming. What are you gonna do when that happens? Y'all act like this shit ain't, like it's impossible. Not me. I know the movies are really, really the movies, but sometimes they depict what we go through in real life. And several movies that I've seen in the last several years, man, listen, I don't give a damn if the satellites go out. I don't care if they shut down the grid for the electricity. I don't care if the government shut down the water. We still gonna be okay here. We got our well right there. We got our rain catchment system right here. We have a creek that's over there, and we got all of this food. You can see those palm trees right there. Those are coconuts. Have you guys ever eaten a coconut? Do you guys know what the nutritional value of what the white meat inside of a coconut does for you? Do you know it has the water in the coconut has all of the essential, what do you call it? Sodium, potassium, what do you call those? Electrolytes, which is what people usually go to Gatorade for. Why not just go straight to the source? I like to go straight to the source, straight to the plug. Even when I was hustling, I would go to the cities and get where the real work is. Sometimes I would get stuff locally, but you know, it's about going direct to source. And you can't go any direct to source than coming out here and planting your own food. Forget Whole Foods, forget Trader Joe's, forget Erewhon, forget Food Lion, forget all of those different stores. We're coming out here and we're creating our own store. We've already created our own store. We got plenty of mangoes out here. We got papayas down there on the ground growing, right? We got tomatoes, we got squash back there. It's an assortment of food over here on this land. And in about a year from now, we can be ready. We are already ready, but we're just gonna be super prepared for whatever. You know, we're gonna get this new battery bank so our solar will never run out again. I don't wanna say again. And then we also wanna get a generator. We wanna get a solar power generator, and we wanna get another solar power battery bank, so we can make sure that we are covered on all fronts. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a new day out here, man. It's a new day. And if you're not taking advantage of everything that this climate has to offer with all this access online, social media, and even though if they shut this shit down, people that get paid for it from it, what are you gonna do? What do people do? Like all these people that get paid off of social media and just from Wi-Fi usage. What are you gonna do if they shut that down? There's no doomsday. Like motherfuckers gotta start planning 5-10 moves in advance. Cause these folks are already deliberated and they got the finest of the finest from the Ivy League schools that done put together all kinds of shit. Trust me. I'm sure you know. You know, and like I said, I'm not a doomsday guy. I just like to be prepared. I'm not worried about nothing coming my way. I'm just prepared. That's all I am. You know. But I figured I'd come out here and put y'all on the live with me. It's warm. It's very warm. It's, in fact, the nights are getting cooler. 64, 60, 67, 65, 7. And it's getting cooler at night, but the days are, you know, pretty much 80, 85. You know, pretty good temp. I love it like this. Did I put something there? I gotta stay focused. I love it like this. Yeah, but I've been here. I gotta stay in the country. I think I might want to apply for residency. You gotta be here for a year. I've traveled a few different times, and not only did I travel, but you can travel, but you can't leave the country for like, I think 11, 12 days within that year. And it's been about that for me. I think I'm on the verge of that. I'm on the cusp of them days, you know. But when you fall, get back up. Y'all done see me come out here and plant this shit about, this is the third time I think I done planted some seeds, right? And like I said, the first time they put the wrong soil in here. I had some guys fill up my trays with some soil, and they put clay soil in here, and that soil gets really, really hard when it gets dry. And I don't know what seeds are going to protrude through that. And you may say, well, this shit's supposed to be moist anyway. Why don't you? And you're right, but it's even still, like, trying to wet the soil, then it still was hard. It was crazy. So I don't know if the seeds just weren't protruding through that or what, but now we have some better soil that's a lot more soft and delicate, and we're going to see how this goes. I know I'm going to have success, but when you fall, you got to get back up. You cannot stay down. You can't sulk and cry, and if you are going to do that, do it, get it over with, and get back to it. Because, you know, I could come out here and complain and, yo, why my garden ain't gardening, and what the hell is going on, what the, you know, but what the hell is that going to do? Nobody's going to care about me out here crying and being upset with nature because my seeds aren't germinating because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. At the end of the day, it's my fault. Something's not, I mean, even with the soil, it was I put the soil in here, or I had them put the soil in here. So I got to take responsibility, and, you know, it's my fault. I'm not going to keep y'all on this live the whole time while I'm filling up all these trays. I just wanted y'all to get a little glimpse of what's going on out here today. I did put a video out earlier today where I went to Dangriga, to the pet store, as well as to Quartz Furniture to check out a new desk, so I could start to work from a desk and live stream from a desk. And yeah, see his blood on this thing. I don't know if it's from these bugs. Like these, I'm telling you, I don't like to use off. I don't like the chemicals in it. As you can see, I'd rather my garden starve or suffer than to put chemicals on my garden. You know, we're gonna figure this out one way or another, excuse me, or another, how this garden is gonna work without any chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, insecticides, germicides, any sides, whatever sides it is. We want to stay on the side of that, so we're not getting hit with all that shit in our bloodstream and our DNA and our body, because we don't know what that shit does to our body. The shit that they be putting on, these farmers be putting on their crops and trying to protect their bottom line and pay for their kids' college tuition and their extracurricular activities and vacations. They don't give a shit about you and what they putting in that food. They just have profit and loss statements to take care of, balance sheets, tax returns, employees. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different level when you get, like, when it's all about the money. They don't care. And most of these people don't even care about their own damn health. They just don't. So why the hell you think they're gonna care about yours? Yeah, they farming, but they farming for capitalism. They not farming for health or to help the planet out by putting more energy back into the soil to provide oxygen to us and energy and whatever the trees do for us on a daily basis. They don't care about that. All they care about is their dollar. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care about that either up until maybe a few years ago. or maybe even more recently than that, you know, because I mean, it's been 8 years since I changed my lifestyle up and not haven't had any meat. And, you know, before that, my mind was everywhere. I was at McDonald's every day, Burger King, and all kinds of other places, and it really didn't matter to me. And now that I'm healthier, of course, all of that stuff matters to me. What's being put in the food matters to me, you know. So what the farmers are doing to the lettuce and the tomatoes when I go to Whole Foods, it matters to me. Monsanto, or whoever these guys are, and Amazon, and they all work together, to be honest with you. The government and these subsidies that they provide to these farmers and criteria that the farmers must stick to in order to even get these subsidies. So you don't even know, like, it's a real tough game out there that these folks they sow and create a real thick web of entanglement, so people are kind of in cahoots together, and really they have to survive with one another. They can't do without, you know, because again, college tuition, vacations, you know what I'm saying, bad money habits, vices, people just trying to secure their bag for themselves, and, you know, monocrops and all types of other things that they do with their farms. And it is what it is. It is what it is. It's not, I can't cry about them. Only thing I could do is go buy my own farm, plant my own seeds, and grow my own trees. How about that? And with that, we got 4 more holes here. Y'all watch me for this. I'm gonna do the next 2. I'm gonna do that without the prying eyes of the public. And I'm gonna let you guys go for the day so you can enjoy your, what's today? Is it hump day? Or is it Thursday? I think it's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. And I got some special seeds over here. Wink, wink. Got some special seeds over here. Wink, wink. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all for watching. This is See Thy Wealth. Water your health. Oops. Drink a glass of water. Peace. Let's see what we got going on here.